controls, yeah.
All right, you have controls.
You want a south departure?
I want a southeast departure.
Well, we can take off straight from here.
No, we got to get up. We got to do a clearing turn. We'll call the tower. Say, tower, helicopter 90 Deltas at the transient's path for a southeast departure. They will tell you how they want you to get out of here. They may want you to use the taxiway. They may want you to use Delta Alpha and use the runway. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what they say. But there's a couple of options. Depends on the mood the tower's in.
Okay.
Okay, doke. All right, up we go.
Cessna 0 Kilo Sierra, report executing the instructions given by SoCal approach.
Report, Miss 0 Kilo Sierra. That way. Alright, you can give Tower a call, let them know you're at the transient pad for a southeast departure. Listen up, let them find out how they're going to tell you how to get there.
Tower helicopter 90 Delta, the transient pad for a southeast departure with Papa.
Helicopter calling my tower, verify call sign helicopter 90 Delta.
Affirmative 90 Delta.
Copy 90 Delta, Monte Tower, wind at 20010, runway 19er, hover taxi by Alpha Delta, runway 19er at Delta, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, taxiway Alpha, takeoff from runway 19er, 90 Delta.
Cessna 0 Kilo Sierra, start your turn back to the east.
Turning east now, 0 Kilo Sierra.
Did he say taxiway Alpha?
No, he said run. Alpha
0 Kilo Sierra, contact SoCal
clear to take off, runway 19.
Contact 15.5 here, Sierra.
Level powers 23.
Cessna 0 Kilo Sierra, right there.
Goes good.
Copy 90 Delta, second direction.
We're going southeast for 90 Delta.
Roger.
Now I want you to stay over this riverbed, please. Climb into 1,300. Trim is on. 60 knots. No faster than 60 knots. Knots. Up, 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 up. Okie doke. Let's head on over to the 605. There's no, the noise abatement for El Monte says no turns before the freeway. You have to follow the water control channel. Okay, so we got our 605 over here. We're looking good. Continue your climb to 1,300, and off we go to the 605 freeway.
Is that the 605 at 12 o'clock, or is that the river? I can't...
That is 605 straight ahead at 12 o'clock. with 22 inches. Now, why are we already off 100 feet, sir?
Damn it happened so quickly.
Because why?
It happened so quickly. Put it down, check where we are, and then it's like the next minute.
Copy 90 Delta, frequency change approved, Jerry Flight.
90 Delta, frequency change approved.
That's the freeway over there. This is not the freeway. That's just the road.
That's what I was referring to as 12 o'clock.
Yeah. I thought you meant way out there. Quit climbing, sir. That's 200 more feet. That's 100 more feet since I told you about it. You have got to be able to, you have to fly the aircraft first. I don't care if you're lost, cannot communicate, it doesn't matter. You fly the aircraft first. That's going to get you in the most trouble. Now, put the nose down, quit climbing. Keep me in trim. A little bit of right pedal would be nice. And let's give a self-announce. So you got to get your frequency in. 123.025. .025, sir. All right, 605, say Rose Hills. 605 south at Rose Hills.
Helicopter 90 Delta is at 605 Rose Hills at 1,400 southbound.
Helicopter 901 Alpha Victor, Silver Lake, eastbound 1,600.
All right, what's your next frequency, sir?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Long Beach Aegis, okay. I like that. So let me know when we have the 5 freeway in sight. That's our best landmark off the 605 to know where we are. 605 south at the 5.
Coming up at 12 o'clock.
4135.
Well, obviously, because the freeway is going at 12 o'clock.
Pardon me?
Yes, obviously it's at 12 o'clock, but you let me know how far it is. Where is the 5? Do you see it?
Where's that road crossing that way?
Okay.
A mile?
All right, good. And you see the 105 in the distance out there? The bridge going over the top. 605, 105.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, there's a bridge that goes that way, and there's a bridge that goes that way. That's the 105. It's where that freeway ends.
Helicopter 90 Delta is at the 6055 intersection, southbound at 1,300.
All departing aircraft, contact planes delivery, prior to taxi on 118.15 at position and departure point. All ground traffic use 133.0. All short operations are in effect. Notice the airman. Runway 16 left is closed. Resume direct lead Golf and Kilo. Runway 25 right and runway 16 right are closed. Crane, half mile southeast Long Beach Airport at below 210 feet, AGL. Advise on initial contact, give information. Juliet. Long Beach Airport information, Juliet. 2153 Zulu weather. Wind 30012, visibility 10. Clear. Temperature 30, dew point 12, altimeter 2988. ILS runway 30 approaching east, runway 30 arrivals and runway 25 left, tower frequency 119.4. Runway 30 departures, tower 120.5. All departing aircraft, contact planes delivery, prior to taxi on 118.15 at position and departure point. All ground traffic use 133.0. All short operations are in effect. Notice to airmen, runway 16.
Start descending. Can I? No noise regulations here?
Yes.
We're going to get down to 700, right?
Yes, that is correct. Alright, so when you talk to them, you're going to tell them what?
Long Beach Tower, helicopter 90 Delta, fixed to the north inbound for pad assignment via North Downey with information, Juliet.
6 to the northeast for North Downey arrival and pad assignment with Juliet. Okay, so let's start going over to North Downey. Okay, so we got to go midfield to get to North Downey for Long Beach.
Long Beach Tower, helicopter 90 Delta, 6 to the northeast, inbound for arrival with pad assignment via North Downey with information, Juliet.
Welcome to 90 Delta, I'm sure North Downey approved.
North Downey approved, 90 Delta.
This way.
Helicopter 1560 Hotel, platform request left close traffic.
Okay, 3 shows Delta 4, clear for takeoff to the line.
For takeoff clear to land, 1560 Hotel.
Are you on your approach already?
No, I just want to prepare.
What's that?
Okay, that's better procedure. I just wanted to send a copy.
You don't have to take your trim off until you're on approach. That's landing checks.
If you can help me with where North Downey is, I really don't.
Just keep flying like this. I don't really know either. It comes into play up here in a little bit.
I just went below 18 for a second.
Keep going in this direction.
Where does the 700 feet thing? When we're in the airspace, which is any second.
Yeah. It's 4 miles out. So we're 5.1 miles out. So it's up here just a little bit. Probably about the 91 freeway. Actually, that's the, that's the 91 freeway. You remember that from last time, don't you?
Oh, yeah. How can I forget? Well, I knew it from coming from West Waterloo, but I just didn't realize we were that close. I don't know how to brain fart.
Can we also fly in trim? Thank you. Doesn't mean we fly straight, just means we fly in trim. Good, 700 feet, 22 inches of manifold pressure. A little bit more to the left.
Of what? Left of what, sorry?
A little bit more to the left. You can kind of go towards these buildings. And then midfield, we'll pick up Downey. And it actually ends in some trees at the other end down there. So this would be Lakewood, because it's on this side of the airport.
And where's the 500-foot marker?
A mile and a half out. So we'll estimate that. would guess this is Downey, because it goes in dead ends. So let's just follow, stay on the right-hand side of the street.
Roger.
I think we'll be close enough. And let's go ahead and continue our descent on down to 500 feet. Good. So far, so good.
Right now, so I'm 2 miles out.
Sure, you can let them know that, and then we got to find out how we're going to get to the pad, if we're able, or which pad we have, if we're going to go direct, or if we're going to go the pattern.
How'd you ask that?
For pad assignment, and see what pads are available, and then we'll figure out what we're going to ask at that point. So let's figure out what pads are available. Okay? Go ahead and call them, see what pads are available.
Now, 90 Delta, 1.5 miles out, still wanting pad assignment.
90 Delta, pad 1, 2, or 3, clear to land.
Okay.
Which one do you want?
Tower is, if pad 3 is available, are we able to go direct? You want us to go to pattern?
Copy 90 Delta, it's up to you.
We'll go direct. 90 Delta, thank you, sir. That's how you find out. So let's go direct to pad 3, right behind the gentleman in pad 4. Okay? You ready to go?
1530 Hotel at pad 4, request left traffic.
Now we go.
That or 4, clear for takeoff, go to land.
We'll take up clear to land.
Now, all that time, we never got to 500 like we were supposed to.
Yep.
Now, pre-landing checks. Gauges are green, lights are out. Trim is off. Carburetor heat is on. Yeah, we got a windsock, so we got a crosswind coming from this way. All right?
Where's the, I see it.
Yep, coming directly from that way. But there's no reason why we can't land with a crosswind. Turn me into the wind. Now, let's keep that cyclic as still as possible today. Go ahead and set me down. Look around. Where is the center of the 3? Where's the center of the box? I guarantee you we're not there.
Focusing on, like, looking out as far as I can, but, yeah, periphery vision of the where we're actually landing is...
Okay, let's do it again. Pick me up. Put me in the center of the box, please, sir. Quit moving. Quit moving.
Either 3. All right.
Not quite. Not quite.
I don't know where the center is exactly.
All right, go ahead and pick me back up.
Where I'm sitting, or like the center of the aircraft, or... Show me your grip. Wow. So light, like it's going to slip out your
Very
hand.
light. Very light.
Like this.
Yeah, it's too much. So if I was holding it here, I'm like this. So when I pick it up, I'm just using my fingers. My fingertips, not my wrist. Because you're doing this. So you have, if you hold it that tight with all your fingers on there, you have to move it with your arm.
I guess it's like a fear of it slipping in my hand as well. Hold on so tight, I guess.
Yeah. So if I loosen it up like this and I keep my arm on the ground, okay, and there's the center of the 3, which is just about like that, and I use my fingertips and I set it down, I'm not even moving my arm or my wrist. And down I go. So that's it. A little bit of pressure on my fingers, but this never moves for this small of an approach.
Okay.
Okay? You have controls.
How's the controls?
And now I think I'm more in the center of the 3 than what you were. Now quit moving. Quit moving.
I'll put you in control.
Up we go.
Maybe we're going to have it lower. Have it like that?
Yeah, that's good. And just use your fingers. 3 fingers. Keep all this from here back still. Don't move it. For that type of an approach. Up we go.
Helicopter 153 Sierra Hotel at spot 4 request. Takeoff and landing aeroplex.
I'm 3 Sierra Hotel, pad 4, clear for takeoff. Landing aeroplex, via Charlie.
Right, up a little bit more. Let's do a right pedal turn.
153 Sierra Hotel.
Now see, you moved all the way to the front of the 3, just since you picked up. So right turn. Yeah, there you go, back to the whole stiff hand.
Feels lighter to me than it was. It's a work in progress.
Alright, let's do a pattern. So go ahead and call the tower. Tell them we're at pad 3, ready for takeoff.
Now helicopter 90 Delta, pad 3, ready for takeoff.
I'm 90 Delta, pad 3, clear for takeoff, clear to land.
Clear for takeoff, clear to land, 90 Delta.
Hold it still. Look at that, it works just fine.
Helicopter 8 is 5 to the north with kilo.
Keep it accelerating.
Landing sure.
And up you go.
They want to start northbound for a quarter mile out.
Wilco, sure.
Amazing how well it works when you don't jerk it like that on takeoff. Now keep your line.
I thought when you get out,
No,
you want to avoid the building.
Nope.
That's my last conditioning, okay.
Nope, you gotta, if all 4 of us are taking off at the same time, you gotta stay in your line. You're gonna hit the guy on the left or right of you.
Got it.
And if you had to do an auto rotation, you'd go right down there.
Tower, Saratoga 4122 Romeo, ready for departure. 30 Juliet, like a right cross for departure, please.
Hello, 4122 Romeo, let me try runway 30 Juliet, clear for takeoff, right, turn out approved.
Clear for takeoff, 30 Juliet, right turn approved, 4122 Romeo, thanks.
Lights are out to the green. Camera's off.
November 22 Romeo, no delay, please, traveling best, no, about a half mile.
Okay, here we go, 4122 Romeo.
more than 15 inches.
Sheriff 8 landing at the ramp for assurance, direct crew lifting up.
Sure, see.
Crossing Mint Hill.
Yep.
Long Beach Air Helicopter 7192 Sierra, just over Los Alamitos with Juliet. We'd like eastbound low arrival and a helipad assignment.
I got 719 Sierra, let me start East Willow Crew, quarter mile out.
East Willow Crew, 4 mile out, 902 Sierra.
Come on, fix that. Fix it.
Ah, shit. What's going on, Justin? Coming in too fast.
Alright, get out of this dust, turn me back around.
Because I was coming too fast?
You didn't maintain control of the helicopter. You had too fast a rate of descent, and you didn't maintain your rate of descent with the collective. And yes, you could have pulled back on the cyclic and then maintained your angle, but you did neither. So when I said you're going down too fast, what did you do? You pushed forward on the cyclic. That's about I wouldn't have done that. I would have pulled up on the collective, and I would have actually pulled back on the cyclic. So I would have probably done the opposite of what you did.
I was trying to avoid settling with power, that's why.
Alright, let's do a square. Back me up.
Do what?
Back me up, we're going to do a square. I'm going to get you to hold that cyclic still. And then we'll do one more pattern and call it a day. So right about there's the line, okay? So I want you to go to the left, so you're just going to slide to the left here, okay?
Sheriff 21.
Hold it right there. Okay, your line changes 90 degrees, so therefore you must change 90 degrees. So right pedal.
Let's go 49 right.
Okay, got to put that line where it was. Back here.
West Coast, 49.
Back there. Now I got to slide to the
30
left.
clear for takeoff, West Coast 49.
And then I go all the way to the left. Just about like that. Got to keep that line exactly where it was. Got to keep the aircraft at 90 degrees. Now, how much am I moving that cyclic? Not very. Right? Okay, so that's your job. Let's go all the way up here. Go bring it back here. You have control, sir. Go that way. Nice and still. Come on, bring it back just a little bit. I want to be able to see that line.
Sorry, sure, 21. Can I get you in the northeast direct to Monte, please?
There you go. Nice and still on that cyclic. I don't want any jerks.
Sure, 21.
Keep sliding to the left.
Copy, shower 9020, 1 mile to the east.
Good, good. 90 degrees to the right.
Pad 1, 2, or 4, clear to land.
Pad 4, clear to land 920.
Don't jerk that collective, sir. Do not.
West Coast 49, contact SoCal Departure.
SoCal departure, West Coast 49.
Sheriff's 21 for change.
Share 21, thank you.
Where's that line supposed to be? Come on, move up to the line. Move up.
Move up.
Move up.
I thought that was the right distance.
Move up. There you go. That's where that line's supposed to be. Now let's go back that way, sir.
Are you looking at the ground when you references, or you still got it far out?
I'm not looking real far out, but I'm not looking down.
You want to go around this way?
Yep, I want to go that way. Left pedal turn. I'm glancing to where that stripe is, and I'm probably looking at it where that first little brown dirt patch is out there in the distance. But I'm not looking at the ground. Small inputs on that cyclic, sir. Very small. All the way in the middle. Pick me up and set me in the center of the three, please.
You want us in the center, or the helicopter center, or is it in the center? I don't know.
I want the helicopter centered as much as possible in the middle of the three.
Where's the center of the helicopter, though?
Just the skids. Just where we are should be the center. It's fine. you get it on the ground, hold the collective there to make sure it's level, and then you may lower it. Don't get too excited about getting that collective down.
It's just light. I didn't put it all the way down like last time.
What's that?
It is light. I didn't put it all the way down.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is when you get it, when you have it up here, okay, like this, okay. Now you bring it down, and you touch the ground. Okay. See how I haven't even lowered it yet?
Yep.
Now I lower the collective. Okay. What you're doing is
Don't demonstrate it if it's dangerous.
yeah, you bring the aircraft down, and you get it right about here, and you're going, boom. That's what you're doing.
No, I didn't.
That's what you're doing. Trust me. As soon as you get it close to the ground, kaboom, I'm down. Okay? You cannot do that on a sloped landing. So every time you land, you have to consider it being a sloped landing. Okay? So light on the ground. Okay? Light on the ground, then lower the collective. Okay, you have controls. All right, we're going to do one auto rotation. We're going to call it a day. Up we go. We're going to do it together.
My feet keep sliding up the thing. The trouble is I get heavy on the pedal. That's my issue as well. Got to continually adjust my feet so it's just the toes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My legs are long. I think.
Very long. Alright, let's do a left pedal turn. And we'll take off from here.
Monte, CPL Helicopter 92 pad 4, left close traffic.
I'm not sure. Pad 4. Super takeoff, clear line.
Take up clear line pad 4, 92
Tower Helicopter 90 Delta, pad 3, ready for takeoff.
Top 90 Delta, pad 3, come take off, clear line.
Takeoff plan, 90 Delta. Let's go, normal takeoff. So when we do our auto rotation, we do it at 70 to 80 knots. We do it at 20 inches of manifold pressure. We're going to do it at 500 feet. We're going to look out. We're going to enter our auto rotation at the normal sight picture, which is between the trim strings and the console. For you, it's a little bit different because you sit higher than I do. And the first 3 counts is like going to be attitude, attitude, attitude. Set your attitude, check your chim, check your RPMs. While you're looking at your RPMs, glance at your airspeed. Yeah, they're fine enough ahead. Check your airspeed, and you want your airspeed between 65 and 70 knots. So attitude trim, RPMs, double check your airspeed, continue attitude trim RPM. Well, just about 40 feet, you're going to look out 300 to 500 feet at where you're going to land. You're not going to look down. You're going to see where you're going to land. At 40 feet, we're going to begin our cyclic flare, so as to arrive at an 8-foot hover with near zero airspeed and descent rate. At about 8 feet, we're going to level the skids. Midway through the flare, I'm going to roll on the throttle, and at the very end at 8 feet, we're going to lift the collective, cushion the landing, and we're going to end up at about a 5-foot hover.
What altitude do you want to be?
500 feet.
500 feet, wow.
500 feet. Alright, trim is coming off. Carburetor heat is on. Clear left. If you're a couple feet higher, I don't care. I just don't want to be lower. Come on, keep up my 70 to 80 knots on my airspeed. Move it forward. Move forward.
Are you doing the throttle?
I am doing the throttle, 70 to 80 knots. There's our 20 inches. Okay, now be light on those controls, and on 3, 2, 1, enter auto rotation, attitude trim, RPM, attitude trim, RPMs, comes our RPMs up, attitude's looking pretty good, attitude trim, RPM, attitude trim, RPM. Now look out 300 to 500 feet, and we're going to begin our cyclic flare, so as to arrive at an 8-foot hover near 0 airspeed and descent rate. Going to set the aircraft down nice and gentle. Alright, sir, you have controls?
I have controls.
So I expect us to do an auto rotation. Take me up to the 3, we're going to go over to air flight and get some gas. And then we're going to head back. How was that?
Good.
And I want to talk you through it so you see how we do it, which is not a lot different than it should be done. Now, helicopter 90 Delta at pad 3, like a direct air taxi to air flight.
Where is that?
Right over there. Hold me here. So right towards those fuel trucks over there. We're going to go,
Flying that direct. They will allow us to fly directly.
we're going to fly direct there. And Long Beach Tower 90 Delta pad 3, like a direct air taxi to air flight.
Top 90 Delta, say your taxi request.
Like the air taxi direct to air flight, please, from pad 3.
90 Delta, air taxi, air flight.
On the go, 90 Delta. Alright, turn towards air flight. Normal takeoff profile. We're going to get up to about 25 feet, about 45 knots. You're good. Bring me up to about 25 feet, sir. To the fuel trucks.
Top 90 air
Fuel trucks. There you go. Now we're going to slow down so we don't hit that jet. Or pop, whatever it is. We're going to stay in trim. Good. Now what we do over the grass is what we call a quick stop. So we bring back the cyclic, half cyclic, lower the collective, hold our altitude, bring the collective back up. And you have control, sir. Go ahead and follow where the man is.
Controls. I don't know his signals.
Yeah, just keep going forward till he tells you to go like this, and then we go down.
What's the spot?
Right straight ahead. Line up with him.
What does that mean?
That means go down. Much better. Now lower the collective. Very good. Rolling off throttle, governor off.
75 right now.
Governor off first. Control frictions on. Now you may go to 75.
So the next throttle close and then clutch.
Throttle clutch mixture. Uh-huh.
Okay.
This one's been taking longer than 2 minutes to cool off. A little bit of the heat, a little because the engine is still new.
You'll make new major engine, alpha engines? Lycoming?
No, I don't think so. I think most everything that Robinson's putting out's a beta
Monte
2.
Star Helicopter 902 Sierra requesting left close traffic pad 3.
I'm not. You're pad 3. Let's take off clear line.
Let's take off clear line pad 3, 920 Sierra.
About there now? Breeze exposed to me, anyway.
Yeah, give it about to a quarter of. Always nice to have those valves just a little cool.
Right.
Yep, let's do it.
Pull straight away?
Yep, mixture
Don't
right
wait.
away. Yep, no wait, 30 seconds. Alternator magnetos.
Ready?
Yep, all right. Yep. Good, good.
You do the rotor brake like 10 seconds on, seconds off. Save it wearing out.
But the more you do it, and the more you're on the pedals, it improves your overall coordination. It's going to make you a better pilot. Like I said, I was a little heavy on my left foot, so I was watching the video. Yeah, that's why I was telling you to turn it up on the way out. Little this pedal, that pedal. But if you keep an eye on the trim strings, then we're good.
Long Beach Airport information, Kilo 2253 Zulu, winds 290.13, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 29er, dew point 11, altimeter 2986. ILS runway 30 approach and use, runway 30 arrivals, and runway 25 left, tower frequency 119.4. Runway 30 departures, tower frequency 120.5.
Okay, clutch is out. Let's go ahead and roll it up to 100%.
119.4.
Mag check. Yeah, when you're at Long Beach, you can't ask for a cardinal direction departure. It has to be Wardlow, Downey, or Redondo is what we normally use. There's a couple other ones they have, but we don't use them. Any of those three choices will get us to where we need to be.
Let's do that again.
What's that?
I need to do that again. That's on 100, yeah, it is, yeah.
All good?
Copy.
Carpete? All good? Right clutch.
make sure, like, the thing with the low RPM, like, that it actually goes off at 97%, because down here is no good. It'd be stalled by then, you know what I mean?
We have never done it that way, but you and another gentleman have. You're more than welcome to do that as you roll the throttle down with the collective up to see if it goes on. For right now, since it's all the way down at the bottom, let's just go ahead and make sure it works. And then next time we do it, when we get to 110%, let's bring the collective up and roll it and see if it goes on at 97. Okay? All right.
All right.
All right, control friction's coming off. Doors are closed and locked. Oh, got the cyclic.
Got it.
All right, let's go ahead and governor on. Motor to path looks good. And up we go.
November 1 Echo Sierra, runway 30, flip and take off.
Now we just do a regular eastward low departure, and with that wind, we'll go down here to the yellow hashed area, we'll take off, come back around up 500 feet down. Okay, doke. So go ahead and pick me up.
Long Beach Tower, helicopter 90 Delta at air flight for east forward low departure with Kilo.
We have, yeah, Kilo.
Was it Kilo? Yeah. That's what I heard.
It was Julia. Yeah, it's Kilo. There it is. Up we go. And you go ahead and call them anytime.
It is not too soon to do it now?
Yeah.
It is too soon to do it now.
What's that?
You said call them now before you do it
now. Sure.
Long Beach Tower, helicopter 90 Delta at air flight for our east Wardlow departure with Kilo.
Now, up we go.
Have 90 Delta alongside departure from air flight, VHR on risk. East Wallow approved.
East Wardlow approved, 90 Delta.
November 1 Echo Sierra, contact's okay out of approximately.
1 Echo Sierra, good day.
Can you tell me where I'm going? I don't really know.
What's that?
Can you tell me where I'm going, please?
Yeah, you're going up to the yellow hashed area.
To the what?
Which is straight ahead.
To the what? Yellow what?
What's that? Right here.
Okay.
Right-hand turn. Normal takeoff profile. Gauge the green, lights are out, away we go. Stay over the hashed area. Hold that cyclic nice and still. Now a little more manifold pressure, 23, 23. Pull, pull, pull. Pull back on that cyclic just a hair. We want to get up and go between these buildings. All right, clear right. Clear right. Go down this road. And then just head for your normal downwind. 500 feet.
Down the center line's
A
okay.
little bit more to the right. Nope. No, go a little bit more to the right. Don't overfly that plane though. You have choices. That's just common don't do's. You had that whole side over there to get you out of here. All right, 500 feet, 4 T's. Remember what they are?
Trim. Time is
500 feet, Justin. What are the other three?
Time.
Time, Stu?
I don't know what the third one is. But
Time, trim, temperature, transponder. Time, trim, temperature, transponder. Everything's good.
that's 4. Okay. 4
Yep,
T's.
4 T's.
Or is it 3 T's?
4 T's.
Time, trim, temperature, transponder. Time, trim, temperature, transponder.
500 feet. Get that nose down. Let's go 22 inches. Now, get our next frequency in, which is La Salle, 123.85, sir. Let's go up to 700. Climb 23 inches if you're going to climb. There you go. Nice and straight till we get to at least the 605 freeway. Let's get a frequency change.
90 Delta for frequency change.
59 for that first change.
Frequency change approved. 90 Delta.
And say tower first when you talk to them. Tower helicopter 90 Delta for frequency change. Good, good. All right, let's go to La Salle. We're 2 to the northwest for a southeast transition.
La Salle Tower, helicopter 90 Delta, 2 to the west for southeast transition.
We got a 90 Delta, Los Alamos Tower, ident, transition approved, Los Alamos altimeter 2986.
Say again for 90 Delta.
Sir, ident, transition approved, Los Alamos altimeter 2986.
Identing, transition approved, 90 Delta.
After 902 Sierra, possible traffic just ahead and to your right.
That's
Flight indicated type of non-frequency change approved. Have a good
Go that way. Climb to 1,000, sir.
After 90 Delta, ident observed, you're going to go midfield to John Wayne.
Affirmative to John Wayne, 90 Delta. They didn't give us an altitude thing. Do you always go 1,000 anyway?
Yep. Yeah, why do you want to be at 700? Just makes it harder to do an auto rotation if you had to. Always want to be higher than lower.
Even in the LA basin with all these aircraft, like getting to the borders of 1,000 feet.
I'm not that good at doing an auto rotation. I don't know if you are. I would rather be a little bit higher and have a few more extra seconds to get where I'm going.
Me too. It's just my conditioning. I was trained to like avoid the fixed wing, but I was staying below 1,000. But
I guarantee I'll avoid fixed wing and stay nice and safe. Guaranteed. 22 inches, sir. And there's no fixed wing I know of that flies at 1,000 feet. Now, they're at 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 feet at least. None of them fly 1,000 feet.
I know, my stories from my previous instructors said they've had seen people not on the radio flying at 1,000 feet.
The only time they do that is when they buzz the shoreline. They'll come down to 1,000 feet, they'll come down to our altitude. They'll come down to 500 because they think they're a helicopter and buzz the shoreline because they think it's funny. Well, let me tell you, if you have an engine failure, they're dying. So, you're only off 1,000 already, Justin. I mean, it's 100 feet. Only off 100 from your altitude. All right, what's our next frequency?
.0. Come on, go down. a frequency change now because we're so close?
Yeah, you have plenty of time. I mean, you can ask for it someplace right before Beach Boulevard if you want to, but stay on their frequency. Stay to the right of the road a little bit more. And pull 22 inches of manifold pressure.
That collector slips a lot more on this than the beta.
This what?
The collector slips a lot more. It seems to be. I don't know.
Put a little bit of friction on it.
Just a tad.
There you go. Now you got some friction on it.
We still get the collective down if we need to.
Absolutely, we sure can. Guaranteed. Yeah, there's Beach Boulevard. Go ahead and ask for a frequency change. We have something to do. We got to listen to the ATIS. Go for it.
Tower Helicopter 90 Delta for a frequency change.
Looking for 90 Delta, frequency change approved, have a nice flight.
Thank you. Frequency change approved. 90 Delta. Good day.
0, 4, 0, 9, 10. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12 south. Temperature breeze 0.13. Altimeter 2986. Visual approach is runway 20, right and new. Landing into approach runway 20, right and 20 west. And caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. And caution for multiple cranes, various squadrons. Advisory, all aircraft may make a runway assignment, send a runway low short instruction. All departing general aviation aircraft contact clearance delivery prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact. You have information at grade. John Wayne Airport information at grade. 23000.
Much better.
24010. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 2000. Temperature breeze 1.
Y'all good with the ATIS? We have information X-ray.
Visual approach is runway 20, right.
Tower Helicopter 90 Delta is 6 to the northwest.
Just say west.
6 to the west. Inbound for landing at Helistream.
Uh-huh.
With X-ray.
And put 4300 in there before you call them.
That's just unique to John Wayne, is it?
Uh-huh.
John Wayne Tower Helicopter 90 Delta, 6 to the west at 1,000 feet inbound for Helistream with X-ray.
Helicopter 90 Delta, John Tower, radar contact, report 1 mile west for Helistream.
We'll report 1 mile west for Helistream, 90 Delta.
Now, when he comes back on the radio and he says, Helicopter 90 Delta, report 1 mile west for Helistream, how much do you have to repeat?
1 to the west.
Nope. Is that a clearance? Is that a hold?
Well, what did he say?
He said, Helicopter 90 Delta, report 1 mile to the west for Helistream. How much do you have to repeat?
Alaska 512, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind.
You don't have to repeat any of it. I'm just telling you the way it's supposed to be. You don't have to repeat any of it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Rod, our owner, who does the check ride, on a commercial check ride, if you repeat all that stuff, he's not going to be happy with you. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong, but in his mind, it's not the way he likes it. Because you don't have to repeat it. He likes to keep the talk down on the radio.
You don't have to say Roger 90 Delta, though.
That's all you got to say. Roger, 90 Delta. Because you understood what the directions were. Repeat 1 mile, report 1 mile west for Helistream. That's all they told you to do.
What's the altitude thing? I don't know when do I get down to it?
You can get on down to 500 feet from here. And let's go straight towards the tower because we're going to
Victor, contact ground 12020.
Right up. Nothing specific. You guys gotta make it to Alice Ray.
Clear to land.
Clear land, 20 right, you go from here.
Helicopter 90 Delta, landing at Hellstream will be at your risk. Wind 230 at Niner.
Roger, 90 Delta.
There you go.
Alaska 512, traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles, landing on a building southwest of the airport. Helicopter to remain west of the runways at all times.
All right, we'll be looking for him. Thanks.
Now let's keep on going down. You need to get to 300 feet and 60 knots on approach. Trim is off. Carburetor heat's coming on because you're doing your approach pretty much from here. You get a little bit ahead of it and keep on going down. Base up to helicopter 90 Delta on final approach.
90 Delta, base up. Fast road is available. Just be advised, A3 Hotel is shutting down Pat Bravo.
What's that frequency for the Hellstream itself?
129.85. Come on, you gotta get down. 300 feet, 60 knots. Down we go. Start making your turn along the service road.
Got the dark gray.
The service road.
I see.
And hold your altitude, sir, at 300 feet. Okay, keep me in trim. And stay to the side of that building. Do not overfly the building next to us. So it's going to look like this, Justin. It's going to look a little bit more like this.
Okay.
There you go. All right, we're going to do this together with that other guy who's been in there.
Hold short of Alpha.
Carburetor heat off, please. Let's turn over and you know it. All right, here we go. Gentle on those pedals. Easy on that cycling. Don't stiffen up on me. Down we go, nice and smooth. Looking out. Don't move for cycling. No reason to move it. Down we go with the collective. Rolling off throttle. Governor off. Good. Control frictions come on. 75%.